This is a statue of Santos Rodriguez, a 12-year-old boy who was murdered by a Dallas police officer in 1973. This statue was dedicated in 2022, almost 50 years after his murder. This is a closer look at that statue. In 1973, both Santos Rodriguez and his older brother were pulled out of their homes, placed in handcuffs, and put in the back of a police car. He was 12 years old and his brother was 13. They were accused of having stolen $8 from a vending machine at a local store. They both denied having anything to do with it, so the police officer decided to play Russian roulette with these two little boys. He emptied his gun, put one bullet back in the gun, and again tried to get a confession out of both Santos and his brother. They both again denied having anything to do with it, so he pointed the gun at Santos and pulled the trigger. The first time, nothing happened. So he again asked him to confess. When Santos again denied having anything to do with it, the police officer pulled the trigger, shooting Santos Rodriguez in the head and killing him at the age of 12. This police officer was given 5 years for the murder of Santos Rodriguez, of which he served 2.5. This statue is located at Pikes Park in the Barrio of Little Mexico in Dallas, Texas, and sits on what used to be a swimming pool. The same swimming pool that Mexican Americans of that time, including myself, were only allowed to swim in on certain days of the week and certain times of the day. And after doing that, had to get out of the pool, drain it, and scrub the pool clean and refill it with clean water for the white kids to swim in, because they didn't want white kids to swim in the same water as us dirty little Mexicans. As a little kid, in the early 1970s, my grandparents used to bring me to Pikes Park to play, just as the family of Santos Rodriguez used to bring him. He was 12 years old. I was 9. This is the environment that we grew up in. This is the United States of America that we know. So for those of you that continually tell me to let it go, it's the past, it's ancient history, I need to remind you that for some people it is history, for others it is memories. And as I said before, I'll let go of history when history lets go of me.